You ever get that feeling that something's off, but you can't quite put your finger on it? That was me, 3 weeks in a row, standing at my mailbox, rain soaking through my jacket, staring at empty metal. No birthday card from mom. No check from a client. Not even junk mail. Just a hollow box flapping in the wind like it was mocking me. At first, I figured it was a fluke, maybe mail got delayed, maybe a delivery driver was lazy, maybe life was just being life. But then it kept happening. My gut started whispering, and not in a paranoid way, more like that quiet voice that says, "Hey, someone's messing with you." Across the street stood the sisters Emily and Erica. You couldn't miss them. Mid-40s, loud as a marching band, always dressed like Easter exploded on their porch. They weren't subtle, not about anything. One afternoon, as I was checking my empty mailbox, Emily called out, "Fake sweet," or "No birthday mail. Maybe Santa lost your address." Erica snorted so hard she nearly dropped her iced tea. I didn't say anything, just smiled, nodded, went inside. But that moment stuck. Something in the way she said it, like she already knew. So, I did what any halfway rational person would do. I checked the USPS tracker. Mom's card. Mark delivered. 2 days ago. Same with the camera lens I'd ordered. Same with the client check. All delivered. None received. Next day, I talked to MS. Aguilar, sweet old lady next door, retired teacher, knows everything. She leaned in, whispering like we were in a spy movie, and said, "I saw someone at your porch the other night. Thought it was a cat at first, but then I noticed the orange sweater. I think it was Emily." My stomach sank. That wasn't suspicion anymore, that was confirmation. I bought a security camera, cheap one from the hardware store, mounted it above the porch. First night, nothing. Second night, camera mysteriously goes dead. Wire yanked out. I knew it wasn't a raccoon. So I got sneaky. I hid a tiny cam inside the mailbox itself. Took 2 days to pay off. There she was, Erica, bun on top of her head, waddling up like she owned the pavement, glancing over her shoulder, popping open my mailbox like it was hers. She reached in, smiled, and shoved the envelope into her tote bag like she was shopping. Then, and this is the part that really got me, she looked right at the porch cam, winked, and walked off. That was it. I wasn't angry, I was livid. Not just because it was theft, but because it was personal. So I walked across the street next afternoon, fist clenched, pulse pounding. Emily answered the door with her usual smug energy and said, well, if it isn't the neighborhood mailman." I kept it calm. "I know what you're doing. I've got you on camera." Erica appeared behind her, holding a spoonful of peanut butter. "Oh, he's spying on us now. Gross." "I've already contacted the police," I said, and their faces finally twitched. Emily's smile dropped like a rock. "You're accusing 2 innocent women. That's slander." I pulled out my phone. "I have video." Emily stepped closer, cheap perfume and powdered cheese clinging to her cardigan. "You better be careful, sweetheart. We know people on the HOA. You keep harassing us, you regret it." And that's when I knew exactly how far they were willing to go. Sure enough, 2 days later, I got an email from the HOA, complaint filed against me. Unauthorized surveillance. Harassment. Making the neighborhood feel unsafe. Unreal. They strutted around like queens after that. Emily would shout "mailboy" every time she saw me. Erica even left an empty Amazon box on my porch with a post-it, "Oops. Thought this was ours." They weren't just stealing, they were taunting. Then, a neighbor, Mr. Bailey, knocked on my door, holding an open birthday card addressed to his wife. It had been torn and left in his hedge. We compared notes. Then another neighbor chimed in. Then another. Patterns emerged. And every time, the only common factor. Emily and Erica. But the local police. They shrugged. Unless we had substantial evidence or the value passed some threshold, it was a civil matter. That's when I had an idea. I called the United States Postal Inspection Service, the people who really care when you mess with the mail. Told them everything, names, dates, video, even the taunts. They said someone would be in touch. Enter Inspector Jennings. No nonsense, no sunglasses, no trench coat, just sharp eyes and a leather notebook. He watched the footage quietly, then nodded. Yeah. That's mail theft. He laid out the plan like a chess master. We'd beat them. A package with a fake sweepstakes check, marked bills laced with UV powder, and a micro GPS tracker all wrapped in a perfectly normal padded envelope. Then we'd wait. Package went out Monday morning. I slid it into the mailbox like I was planting a mine. Then I waited. That night, around 9:30, the door creaked open across the street. Erica waddled out, whispered something. Emily followed. They crossed the street like spies in a soap opera, opened my mailbox, took the package, and vanished. Within seconds, the tracker lit up. Jennings texted me, package inside their kitchen. The next morning, federal agents rode up in an unmarked van. No knocking. Just a bang 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 on the door. Emily answered in her cardigan. Erica stood behind her in pajama pants and indignation. Jennings flashed the badge. Postal Inspector. Federal warrant. Screams. Accusations. Erica cried. Emily swore. They were cuffed and led away while neighbors peeked through blinds. And Jennings. He came back out holding a box full of stolen mail, birthday cards, medication, packages torn open. One envelope still had glitter and a crayon drawing from a kid. The fallout came fast. Turns out they weren't just stealing, they were reselling online. Jewelry, electronics, even prescription meds. It wasn't petty theft. It was organized fraud. Jennings called me later, voice flat. We are pressing full federal charges. Wire fraud. Mail fraud. Theft. They won't be out anytime soon. Weeks passed. I testified. The courtroom was packed. The sisters cried, begged, claimed they were misunderstood, just trying to help misdelivered mail, they said. They even claimed I was stalking them, obsessed. Said I had romantic feelings, and made it up out of rejection. I almost laughed out loud. The judge didn't buy it. Neither did the jury. Sentencing came swift, multiple felonies. Jail time. Fines. Community service. The works. That night, I sat on my porch, cool beer in hand, and looked across the street, house empty, curtains gone, mailbox sealed. It was quiet. No pastel screams, no fake giggles, no post-it notes. Just peace. A week later, a moving truck pulled up. A young couple stepped out, baby in one arm, groceries in the other. They waved. I waved back. And as I checked my own mailbox one last time, there it was, junk mail, bills, a coupon for pizza. All where they belonged. So yeah, justice came. And it came wrapped in a padded envelope and a federal badge. But now I gotta ask, what would you have done? Let it slide? Wait for karma? Or fight back like I did? Drop a comment, tell me where you stand. Because sometimes, the line between neighborly and criminal, it's thinner than a mailbox lid.